In a world saturated with noise, where everyone strives to stand out, to be seen, and to be heard, we often overlook the profound power of silence. The ancient Stoics understood this power well. They knew that strength lies in stillness, the kind of strength that draws people in without a single word being spoken. Imagine stepping into a room and, without any effort, becoming the focal point. Not because you're the loudest, but because you carry a presence so captivating that it feels as if you're speaking volumes without saying a thing. This isn't just the stuff of legends or ancient philosophy. It's a reality within reach. Today, we'll dive into the essence of silent attraction, guided by the timeless wisdom of Stoicism. This journey is about more than making an entrance. It's about leaving a lasting impression that feels as natural as breathing. So, if you've ever felt drowned out in a world that never stops talking, this is your moment to learn how to let your silence speak louder than words. As Seneca once said, silence is a lesson learned from the many sufferings of life. Let's uncover the secrets of becoming effortlessly magnetic, turning heads without even trying, by mastering the ancient art of Stoic charm. If this journey into the depth of silence and wisdom resonates with you, I invite you to hit subscribe button and join our community here on Victory in Silence. By subscribing, you ensure that you won't miss any part of this path to inner strength. And if you know someone who could benefit from learning how to stand out through quiet power, go ahead and share this with them. Let's dive in together. Habit number 1. Be you. How often do we hide our true thoughts, dull our interests, or adjust our opinions just to blend in? We've all been there, but Stoicism calls us back to our authentic path, reminding us to live in harmony with our true nature. As Marcus Aurelius wisely observed, the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. The most magnetic quality we possess is authenticity. When you are true to yourself, it creates a natural resonance that others are drawn to. It's as if you're sending a signal: this is me, unfiltered, unapologetic, and real. That kind of truth has a magnetic pull. But what does being you really mean? It's about embracing your quirks, your passions, and your vulnerabilities. Epictetus said it best: first say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. Being yourself means standing firm in your beliefs, even when others try to sway you. It's finding comfort in your own skin, recognizing that your genuine expression is your greatest asset. The Stoics valued virtue above all else: wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. Living by these values, guided by your inner moral compass, not only makes you more attractive to others, but also leads to a deeper sense of peace and happiness. So how do you start embracing the power of being you? As Seneca said, it is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more that is poor. Begin with introspection. Understand your values, your passions, and your boundaries. Reflect on what makes you feel alive, what drives you, and how you can align your actions with your true self. Then, take the brave step of expressing that true self to the world. Not to seek perfection or approval, but to be real. Show up as the authentic you every single day. Marcus Aurelius also reminded us, waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. In our case, think of good as authentic. Don't spend your life wondering what makes someone likable or attractive. Live by your values and let your true self shine. That's the power of authenticity. In a world obsessed with conformity, your individuality is your superpower. It's what makes you quietly, yet irresistibly, magnetic. Habit number 2, style with substance. The way we present ourselves tells a story before we say a single word. Seneca once noted, "A great mind becomes a great fortune." Stoicism doesn't ask us to reject material things or ignore our appearance. Rather, it encourages us to live with intention, even in how we dress and present ourselves. Authenticity and simplicity are Stoic principles that guide us toward what truly matters. When it comes to style, this doesn't mean abandoning fashion or embracing minimalism just for the sake of it. As Epictetus advised, know first who you are, and then adorn yourself accordingly. Dressing well is about selecting clothes that reflect your personality values and the roles you fulfill in life. It's about making choices that align with who you are, rather than chasing every trend. Think about it. When you wear something that feels true to you, something that makes you feel confident and comfortable, you might even feel a bit invincible. As Marcus Aurelius said, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. When your outward appearance aligns with your inner self, it amplifies your authenticity. You stand out, not because of extravagance, but because you radiate a unique, grounded presence. And remember, style extends beyond clothing. It's the way you carry yourself, the personal touches you add, and the essence you bring into a room. Stoicism invites us to make these choices thoughtfully, ensuring that each one adds value rather than noise. So, how do we apply Stoic wisdom to style? As Seneca put it, the one who puts the finishing touches on their life each day is never short of time. Start by evaluating your wardrobe. Ask yourself what each piece says about you. Does it align with your values? Does it reflect who you are or who you're striving to become? Style isn't about impressing others, but expressing yourself in a way that feels true. Finally, remember that your style will evolve as you grow, just like your inner journey. And that's perfectly okay. The key is to stay true to yourself, allowing your external expression to evolve naturally alongside your inner transformation. Habit number 3, the silent language of the body. It's fascinating how much we communicate without a single word. Our posture, gestures, even the way we move through a room. All of it sends subtle, yet powerful signals to those around us. As Epictetus advised, keep company only with those who uplift you, whose presence calls forth your best. Stoicism at its core teaches control and awareness, not only of our minds but also of our bodies. It reminds us that our outward expressions mirror our internal states. So, when we talk about body language from a Stoic perspective, it's not about forcing certain gestures to appear a particular way. As Marcus Aurelius said, the soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. In other words, our body language should reflect our true intentions and values, embodying integrity and coherence between what we feel inside and what we show outside. Consider something as simple as good posture. Standing tall is not merely about looking confident. It's a physical manifestation of self-respect and dignity, qualities deeply valued in Stoicism. Seneca suggested we should examine ourselves regularly, asking, what infirmity have I mastered today? What passions have I opposed? What temptations resisted? What virtue acquired? When you stand with shoulders back and head held high, you're not only signaling confidence to the world, but also reinforcing a sense of self-worth to yourself. This grounded stance naturally draws others to you, creating an aura of approachability and trust. But posture is just the beginning. The subtleties of our facial expressions, the warmth of a smile, the sincerity in eye contact, Each element of body language speaks volumes. A genuine smile can disarm the most guarded heart, while true eye contact can forge a connection as profound as any conversation. Stoicism, as Epictetus taught, is not about controlling external events, but about controlling our reactions to them. In every moment, we are encouraged to remain present and mindful, which naturally extends to our body language. To be truly present means being aware of how we physically engage with others. It's about ensuring that our body language reflects genuine feelings and intentions, whether that's empathy, openness, or a readiness to connect. This mindful approach to nonverbal communication invites real, meaningful relationships built on trust and respect. So, how can we apply Stoic principles to master body language? Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. Start with self-awareness. Take the time to observe your own nonverbal cues. Are you genuinely present in interactions, or are you guarded without realizing it? Are your gestures open and welcoming, or do they unintentionally create barriers? Practice being fully attentive in each interaction. Let your body language flow naturally from a place of sincerity and intention. Through this alignment of inner and outer presence, you'll create a quiet yet powerful form of attraction that words alone could never convey. Habit number 4, the subtle scent of sophistication. It's remarkable how a single fragrance can transport us to a distant memory, stir deep emotions, or shape our perception of someone. As Seneca said, "Time discovers truth." Choosing a scent is about more than selecting a perfume or cologne. It's about finding one that resonates with your essence, becoming a quiet yet powerful part of your identity, leaving a lasting impression without a word spoken. Stoicism reminds us of the importance of intentionality in all aspects of life, even in the seemingly small choice of fragrance. As Marcus Aurelius observed, perfection of character is this, to live each day as if it were your last, without frenzy, without apathy, without pretense. The scent you choose should align with who you are and the impression you wish to leave on the world, rather than following trends or relying on the most expensive brands. Fragrance is a unique form of nonverbal communication, and when selected thoughtfully, it reflects your inner self and values. A signature scent is more than an accessory, it's a personal statement. A subtle yet compelling way of expressing your uniqueness. Epictetus said, "It is impossible for a man to learn what he thinks he already knows." Just as the Stoics believed our actions and words should reflect our inner virtues, a carefully chosen fragrance can serve as a quiet reflection of your personality, your mood, even your aspirations. It becomes an olfactory fingerprint that says, "This is me," leaving a sensory imprint on those you encounter. Choosing a scent with intention requires mindfulness. It's about understanding not only the fragrances you're drawn to, but also how they blend with your natural body chemistry, the environments you frequent, and the message you want to convey. Do you want to evoke calmness and reliability? Then a clean, fresh scent may suit you best. Or do you wish to leave an impression of boldness and adventure? Spicy or woody notes could be ideal. Seneca observed, "A gem cannot be polished without friction, nor a man perfected without trials." The key is coherence. Ensuring your scent choice extends naturally from your personality and values, aligning with the Stoic principle of living in harmony with one's true nature. The Stoic practice of moderation also applies. It's not about overpowering those around you with an intense fragrance, but rather choosing a scent that invites people closer, a fragrance that whispers rather than shouts. It's a scent that lingers, leaving a subtle yet unforgettable trace, much like the quiet yet profound impact we aim to have on the world through our actions and choices. Guided by the wisdom of Stoicism. Habit number 5: manners that mesmerize. In a world where digital communication often strips away the warmth of personal interaction, manners provide a bridge back to genuine human connection. As Epictetus remarked, wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. Similarly, cultivating mesmerizing manners isn't about empty gestures or rigid protocols. It's about the grace we bring to our interactions, creating an impact that, like Stoic wisdom, is timeless and deeply felt. Stoicism, with its focus on virtue, self-control, and empathy, aligns perfectly with the power of authentic manners. As Marcus Aurelius said, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." True manners aren't simply a social display. They're an embodiment of respect, kindness, and thoughtfulness toward others, showing that we value each interaction. Consider the profound effect of truly listening to someone, giving them undivided attention without the distractions of phones or wandering thoughts. Seneca observed, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." This simple act of presence, a cornerstone of Stoic practice, communicates that we cherish the person before us and the moment shared. In today's often disconnected world, this form of attentiveness is a powerful gesture that resonates deeply. Stoicism also emphasizes empathy, the ability to understand and connect with the feelings of others. When our manners are infused with genuine empathy, whether through a helping hand or a word of support, we embody Stoic virtues in an accessible, relatable way. These small yet significant acts don't just make us likable, they draw people to us, creating a magnetic pull based on warmth and authenticity. As Epictetus observed, "No man is free who is not master of himself." In mastering ourselves, we foster genuine connections by acting with integrity and compassion. Let's also consider the subtleties of social grace, navigating complex interactions with poise. From the etiquette of dining to the art of conversation, these skills reflect mindfulness and a respect for those around us. Stoicism doesn't call us to withdraw from the world but to engage with it thoughtfully, seeing social etiquette as an expression of respect and care for others. Mastering these skills is a testament to our engagement, a sign that we value those around us enough to put thought into our actions, honoring unspoken social rules that ease the way for meaningful connections. Habit number 6: the art of being fully present. Be fully present. This isn't just advice, it's a transformative call to action, a cure for the shallow interactions that have become all too familiar in today's fast-paced world. Surprisingly, it's a notion deeply rooted in Stoic philosophy, which emphasizes living in the present and embracing the moment for what it truly is. As Marcus Aurelius said, "Thou must now at last perceive of what universe thou art a part, sire, and that a limit of time is fixed for thee, which if thou dost not use for clearing away the clouds from thy mind, it will go, and thou wilt go, and it will never return." The Stoics teach us the immense value of focusing on what we can control and releasing what we cannot. When applied to our interactions with others, this means giving them our undivided attention, free from distractions of past regrets or future anxieties. Being fully present with someone conveys, "You are important to me, and there's nowhere else I'd rather be." This kind of genuine attention is rare, and it can transform even the briefest exchange into a meaningful connection. As Epictetus wisely noted, it is impossible for a man to learn what he thinks he already knows. Presence is more than merely showing up physically. It demands active, mindful engagement. It's the difference between a conversation with someone glancing at their phone and a heartfelt talk with someone fully invested in the moment with you. A quality that leaves a lasting impression and radiates warmth. So, how do we cultivate this level of presence in a world constantly vying for our attention? Seneca tells us, "The whole future lies in uncertainty. Live immediately." This journey begins with mindfulness, the practice of noticing our emotions and surroundings without judgment. With mindfulness, we can gently redirect our focus whenever our minds begin to drift, returning ourselves to the present. Like any skill, mindfulness deepens with practice, and it brings patience as we learn to simply be with others. Stoicism further teaches us to appreciate each moment as a unique gift. Every interaction, however brief, becomes an opportunity to connect, to learn, and to grow. By approaching conversations with this mindset, we not only enrich our own experience, but also touch the lives of those around us in profound ways. Being fully present also requires vulnerability, a willingness to be seen and to truly see others without the protective shields we often raise. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a privilege it is to be alive, to think, to enjoy, to love." True presence calls us to drop the facades, to connect on a profoundly human level, and to remember that, at our core, we all seek understanding and connection. This kind of openness may feel daunting, yet it holds an incredible strength. Vulnerability dismantles barriers and builds trust, laying the foundation for deeper, more meaningful relationships. It teaches us that sometimes less is more, concept deeply intertwined with Stoic wisdom. Stoicism embraces the value of restraint, suggesting that there is a quiet power in choosing what we reveal about ourselves and when. In the end, being present is more than a practice, it's a lifestyle. It's a reminder to savor each connection and cherish the beauty of each moment, for every encounter is fleeting, yet full of potential. Habit number 7. The allure of mystery. Embracing a touch of free doesn't mean being secretive or building a facade. It's about letting our depth and complexity reveal themselves gradually, inviting others to look beyond the surface. As Seneca said, "It is quality rather than quantity that matters." Stoicism, with its emphasis on inner growth over external validation, aligns perfectly with cultivating a sense of mystery. By not laying all our cards on the table, we invite deeper, more thoughtful connections. Imagine a book that reveals its secrets slowly, each chapter drawing you in with intrigue rather than excess detail. Which one captivates you more? A story you can predict or one that keeps you turning the pages? This same principle applies to our personal interactions. A touch of mystery transforms conversation into an unfolding discovery, signaling that there's more beneath the surface worth exploring. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, "Look within. Within is the fountain of good, and it will ever bubble up if you dig." This journey inward isn't about withholding, but about cherishing the value of what we choose to share. Stoicism encourages us to approach interactions with mindfulness, sharing with intention rather than impulse, and considering the purpose behind our words. How do we find this balance? It begins with self-awareness, knowing when to speak and when to hold back. Practicing self-control, a virtue central to Stoicism, allows us to engage thoughtfully and with purpose. By not oversharing or rushing to fill silence, we create an environment where genuine curiosity can flourish. As Seneca also observed, it is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, that is poor. A mystery also reflects a respect for our inner world. Some thoughts, dreams, and experiences gain value precisely because they are held close. This selective sharing is an act of intention, making what we do reveal more meaningful because it's freely offered, not demanded. In practicing this Stoic approach to mystery, we also learn the art of listening. Epictetus noted, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." By refraining from filling every silence with our own story, we open ourselves to truly hearing others, inviting a deeper, reciprocal connection. This dance of give and take fosters a genuine warmth that makes our relationships not only satisfying but enduring. Habit number 8. Embracing cultural wisdom. Cultural wisdom is more than a collection of facts or knowing a handful of foreign customs. It's about deeply understanding the essence of different cultures, their traditions, struggles, and joys. This habit expands our horizons, aligning beautifully with the Stoic pursuit of wisdom and empathy. Through this, we cultivate a global mindset that honors diversity and builds bridges of understanding. Marcus Aurelius reminds us that the universe is change, our life is what our thoughts make it. This Stoic insight encourages us to look beyond ourselves, to seek lessons from the world around us, and to recognize a shared humanity that transcends borders. When we cultivate cultural wisdom, we engage in this outward journey, stepping into the shoes of others to appreciate the rich tapestry of human culture. In doing so, we're not only broadening our own perspective, but also breaking down the barriers that so often divide us. As Seneca said, travel and change of place impart new vigor to the mind. By sharing stories from different cultures, expressing genuine understanding, or even exchanging a few words in another language, we convey respect. We demonstrate that diversity isn't just an abstract idea. It's a lived reality. Cultivating cultural wisdom doesn't require global travel or encyclopedic knowledge. Epictetus wisely observed, "If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid." In this context, it's about humility, approaching other cultures with curiosity and a willingness to learn. It's about engaging with an open mind, allowing diverse worldviews to challenge and enrich us. Stoicism emphasizes self-improvement, and the pursuit of cultural wisdom is one of its most meaningful applications. Exposure to new perspectives doesn't just increase our knowledge, it reveals our biases, broadens our empathy, and transforms us into well-rounded individuals who can interact with the world in profound and meaningful ways. Marcus Aurelius also said, "Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking." Cultivating cultural wisdom begins with small, intentional steps. Reading books by authors from various backgrounds, watching films that offer a glimpse into different lives, engaging with art and music that convey unique cultural narratives. It's about actively seeking out experiences and conversations that challenge our assumptions and push us beyond our comfort zones. Every cultural exchange, every piece of new knowledge adds layers to our perspective, helping us to connect with us on a deeper level. Habit number 9. The heartbeat of compassion. Compassion transcends mere sympathy. It is about genuinely understanding the experiences, joys, and struggles of others. It is a deep emotional connection that allows us to empathize and relate, reminding us, as Seneca wisely stated, "Wherever there is a human being, there is an opportunity for kindness. Compassion is the bridge that links our hearts, enabling us to see beyond our differences and recognize the shared humanity that binds us all. In the rich tapestry of Stoicism, compassion occupies a vital space, reflecting the philosophy's core principles of empathy, community, and the interconnectedness of all beings. Stoicism teaches us to acknowledge our common bonds and urges us to extend our concern beyond our immediate circles to the wider community and the world at large. As Marcus Aurelius said, "We are all fellow citizens of one world." This sentiment serves as a call to action, encouraging us to feel deeply and to act meaningfully upon those feelings. When we approach others with compassion, we offer more than sympathy. We offer a part of ourselves, our time, our attention, and our support. This act of giving, this stepping outside ourselves to alleviate another's burdens, is one of the most magnetic and attractive qualities a person can possess. Epictetus insightfully noted that man is not worried by real problems so much as by his imagined anxieties about real problems, underscoring the importance of being present and compassionate. However, compassion is not always easy. It requires us to confront our discomfort and to sit with the pain of others, resisting the urge to rush in with quick fixes or empty platitudes. It asks us to listen deeply and to understand before seeking to be understood. This level of engagement can be challenging, yet it is incredibly rewarding. As Seneca advised, we should give as we would receive, cheerfully, quickly, and without hesitation. For there is no grace in a benefit that sticks to the fingers. By opening our hearts to the experiences of others, we not only lighten their load but also enrich our own lives, gaining insights and perspectives that we might otherwise miss. Moreover, compassion fosters a sense of belonging and community in a world that often feels isolating and divided. Acts of compassion remind us that we are not alone. We are part of something larger than ourselves. This profound sense of connection is a fundamental human craving and a powerful tool for building lasting relationships. Marcus Aurelius wisely counseled, "Whenever you are about to find fault with someone, ask yourself the following question: what fault of mine most nearly resembles the one I am about to criticize?" By practicing genuine concern for the well-being of others, we lay the groundwork for deep, enduring bonds that transcend the superficialities of everyday interaction. Practicing compassion also requires vulnerability. It means opening ourselves to the possibility of being affected by the suffering of others, feeling their pain as if it were our own. While this vulnerability may seem daunting, it is a profound strength. Epictetus reminded us, "It is not death or pain that is to be dreaded, but the fear of pain or death." Embracing this vulnerability demonstrates a rare level of emotional openness and authenticity. It shows our willingness to set aside ego to connect with others in a raw, real way. This authenticity is magnetic, drawing others to us in a manner that superficial interactions simply cannot achieve. Habit number 10. Laughter. The best medicine. It's often said that laughter is the best medicine. While it may not cure every ailment, it undoubtedly has the power to transform the atmosphere of a room and elevate the spirits of its inhabitants. As Seneca wisely noted, it is more fitting for a man to laugh at life than to lament over it. Laughter, with its infectious nature and ability to lighten even the heaviest hearts, holds a unique magic that can shift our perspectives and deepen our connections. At first glance, Stoicism and laughter might appear to be unlikely companions. However, Stoicism, at its core, is about living a good life. finding joy in the present moment and forging deep connections with others. These are precisely the goals that laughter can help facilitate. The Stoics recognized the importance of joy and understood that life should not be taken too seriously all the time. Epictetus remarked, "He is a wise man who does not grieve for the things which he has not, but rejoices for those which he has." This wisdom illustrates how laughter can serve as a powerful tool for resilience, enabling us to confront life's absurdities and challenges with a lighter heart. In shared laughter, we discover common ground, a reminder that despite our differences, we all possess the capacity for joy. Laughter embodies the Stoic principle of focusing on the present moment. As Marcus Aurelius articulated, "Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking." In moments of genuine laughter, we engage fully with the here and now, liberated from worries about the past or anxieties about the future. It serves as a form of mindfulness, allowing us to fully appreciate the present and the joy it can offer. When we laugh, we do not merely enjoy a temporary escape from life's difficulties. We practice a form of Stoic acceptance. We acknowledge that while we cannot control everything that happens to us, we can choose to embrace life's lighter moments with open arms. Moreover, laughter acts as a powerful connector, breaking down barriers and building bridges between people. In shared moments of humor, we become more open, more connected, and more authentically human. As Seneca said, "Life is like a play. It's not the length, but the excellence of the acting that matters." This aligns beautifully with the Stoic emphasis on community and the interconnectedness of all people. By laughing together, we are reminded of our shared humanity and the common experiences and emotions that bind us. So how do we cultivate more laughter in our lives? Epictetus reminds us that he is a wise man who does not grieve for the things which he has not, but rejoices for those which he has. It begins with not taking ourselves too seriously, being open to the absurdity of life, and finding humor in our own mistakes. This doesn't mean ignoring the seriousness of certain situations or dismissing the real challenges we face. Instead, it's about maintaining a balanced perspective, recognizing that both joy and sorrow are integral parts of the human experience. To foster laughter, we should seek out and create opportunities for joy. This can be achieved by engaging with light-hearted content, spending time with those who uplift us, or simply practicing the art of finding humor in everyday situations. Laughter is not just a reaction, it is an intentional choice that can enrich our lives, nurture our relationships, and cultivate resilience in the face of life's inevitable challenges. Habit number 11. The art of self-care. In a world that often urges us to prioritize everything and everyone above ourselves, embracing self-care becomes a quiet yet radical act of rebellion that can profoundly transform our lives. As Seneca wisely stated, "The whole future lies in uncertainty. Live immediately." Self-care extends far beyond the occasional spa day or indulgent treat. It encompasses a deliberate and conscious effort to nurture our physical, mental, and emotional well-being. Stoicism emphasizes the significance of self-mastery and the understanding of what lies within our control. Caring for ourselves in this light is not an act of selfishness, but rather an essential recognition of our responsibility to maintain our own health and happiness. As Epictetus advised, first say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. The Stoics understood the inherent value of the self and the necessity of ensuring that we operate from a place of strength. Only when we are at our best can we effectively contribute to the world, live in accordance with our values, and fulfill our obligations to others. From a Stoic perspective, self-care is an act of respect for the gift of life and for the body and mind that carry us through our journeys. It acknowledges that our capacity to think, feel, and act according to our principles is intrinsically linked to how well we look after ourselves. This form of self-respect lays the foundation upon which we build our interactions with the world. As Marcus Aurelius reminds us, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. When we prioritize our health and happiness, we become better equipped to navigate life's challenges with resilience and wisdom. Self-care, in the Stoic sense, transcends mere physical health. It also encompasses cultivating a healthy mind and emotional resilience. This includes practicing mindfulness, engaging in reflective thought, and seeking activities that enrich us intellectually and spiritually. A holistic approach to self-care ensures that we are not only physically fit, but also emotionally and mentally prepared to engage with life's complexities in a meaningful way. As Seneca poignantly stated, the mind that is anxious about future events is miserable. Moreover, practicing self-care creates a ripple effect in our lives and the lives of those around us. When we are at our best, we can offer more to others. We become more patient, understanding, and present in our relationships. Our attributions to our communities are infused with greater enthusiasm and effectiveness. This embodies the Stoic ideal of living in service to the common good. By caring for ourselves, we are better positioned to support, guide, and extend kindness to those around us. As Epictetus wisely noted, we are not privy to the stories behind people's actions, so we should be patient with others and suspend our judgment of them. So how do we integrate self-care into our daily lives in a way that reflects Stoic values? It begins with simple, intentional actions, nourishing our bodies with wholesome foods, engaging in physical activity that strengthens us, ensuring we get adequate rest, and dedicating time for reflection and relaxation. Setting boundaries is also crucial. We must protect our time and energy by saying no when necessary and prioritizing activities that align with our values and contribute to our growth. Ultimately, self-care is not just a personal benefit, it is a gift we offer to the world. By nurturing ourselves, we enhance our ability to positively impact those around us, fostering a cycle of care and compassion that reverberates throughout our lives. Habit number 12. The allure of independence. The concept of independence resonates deeply in a society that often champions self-reliance and personal freedom. As Marcus Aurelius wisely stated, very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking. However, when we peel back the layers, we discover that the true essence of independence is not rooted in solitude or isolation, but rather in the strength and confidence that arise from knowing you can stand on your own. This strength, a central tenet of Stoicism, extends beyond the mere ability to survive without assistance. It embodies the capacity to thrive on your own terms. It's about making decisions that align with your values and living a life that is authentically yours. Stoicism teaches us that true independence is internal. As Epictetus noted, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. This mindset highlights the freedom that comes from mastering your desires, controlling your emotions, and recognizing that your happiness and peace of mind stem from within, not from external circumstances or the opinions of others. Embracing this philosophical approach encourages us to cultivate independence rooted in self-sufficiency, resilience, and the understanding that we hold the power to shape our lives according to our principles. The allure of such independence is profound. It is attractive because it represents a person who is not easily swayed by the tides of popular opinion and who does not rely on external validation to feel valued or successful. As Seneca advised, let us train our minds to desire what the situation demands. This kind of independence manifests as the confidence to make choices that resonate with your true self, even when they diverge from the expectations of others. It embodies the courage to forge your path, embrace your uniqueness, and live a life that genuinely reflects who you are. However, embracing independence does not necessitate rejecting the support and companionship of others. On the contrary, Stoicism teaches us the value of community and mutual support. The key lies in finding a balance between enjoying meaningful connections and maintaining the autonomy to pursue your own goals and values. It's about cultivating relationships that respect your independence and encourage your growth rather than those that confine or define you. As Marcus Aurelius reminds us, reject your sense of injury, and the injury itself disappears. This insight speaks to the importance of focusing on our internal state, rather than letting external judgments dictate our worth. Cultivating this sense of independence requires regular introspection and self-awareness. It involves examining your values, goals, and the motivations behind your actions. Are you pursuing a particular path because it truly resonates with you, or are you responding to societal pressures? It also necessitates developing resilience, the ability to face challenges and setbacks without losing sight of your values or sense of self. As we wrap up this exploration of independence, let us recognize that it is not merely about detachment, but rather about fostering a deep, abiding connection with ourselves. True independence is a dance of self-discovery and personal strength, allowing us to navigate the complexities of life while remaining true to who we are. By cultivating this independence, we not only enrich our own lives, but also empower those around us to embrace their journeys authentically. The Stoic art of silent attraction. As we reflect on this journey, let us remember that the most profound connections are often forged in quiet moments. Through the subtle strength of our character and the authentic expression of our true selves. As Epictetus wisely stated, first say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. By embracing these principles in our daily lives, we can witness a remarkable transformation in the world around us, drawing others to the warmth of our presence and the depth of our spirit. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of attraction through the lens of Stoic philosophy. Your engagement and curiosity are what make this community truly special. If this conversation has ignited a spark within you, I invite you to dive deeper. Explore the suggested videos on your screen to continue your journey, allowing the timeless wisdom of Stoicism to illuminate your path. Remember, in the silence of your actions, your life speaks volumes. To recap, we've covered 12 socially attractive habits inspired by Stoic philosophy. 1. Be authentic to yourself. 2. Dress with style and substance. 3. Master the silent language of body language. 4. Choose a signature scent. 5. Practice manners that mesmerize. 6. Be fully present in the moment. 7. Cultivate a touch of mystery. 8. Develop cultural wisdom. 9. Lead with compassion. 10. Embrace the power of laughter. 11. Prioritize self-care. Embody an alluring independence. Each habit was explored in depth, complete with practical tips for application and insightful quotes from Stoic philosophers to add wisdom and gravitas. The overarching message is clear. True attraction emanates from within, stemming from the strength of our character, the authenticity of our actions, and the tranquility we radiate when we live in accordance with our values. If you have any questions or wish to delve deeper into a particular habit, please feel free to reach out. I am here to support your journey of personal growth and self-discovery through the lens of Stoic philosophy. If you enjoyed this video, I encourage you to like, comment, and share it with friends who may benefit from this wisdom. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel, Victory in Silence, for more insights and inspiration. Your support helps us create a community focused on growth and learning. Together, let us cultivate a life of meaning and connection, one silent action at a time.